Jerry, lovely to get pre-season off and running in a stylish 5-1 win.
Yeah, really good. Thanks to Larkhall first for hosting us today. I have to say the pitch was very, very good for a pre-season. Obviously, grass is always longer, but it's in good condition. It's a nice little venue. First time I've been here, actually. So thanks to them for hosting us. And I thought, listen, what you want to try and do is try and build a rhythm early in pre-season if you can. There's lots of changes like the normal pre-season game, but lots of good individual performances. Lots to work on as a team to try and gel and try and build those relationships and click. We've tried two different formations in the game, but to score 5 goals is pleasing, obviously, and I think it could have been probably 5 more. The one thing that was really pleasing was actually set pieces. Aside from the one we conceded, 4 looked really dangerous. I thought Lloyd James's delivery was fantastic, and now what we've got with Cody Cook and Ben Guerin is a real threat, a real danger, and people want to go and stick their head on it. So should have scored 3 actually, set pieces in the first half. But as I said, 5 goals, a hat-trick for Alex Fletcher is a good habit, a goal for Cody Cook. The only downside is we conceded from a set piece. That was probably down to us as a staff actually. So we'll take that because we didn't quite organise it as we wanted to. So yeah, that's the only downside. And of course, there's a couple of injuries as well, which are disappointing. One which was a really, really bad tackle, and it didn't need to happen. That's the danger when you play games locally like this. It wasn't nice to see, and we'll just see how Jordan is now, because I thought he had a good game at left back. But an overall really pleasing first pre-season game.
It helped a bit that you were allowed to bring players back on as well, I suppose, try a few different things. Well, Tom Richards came on at fullback when I think Eddie Jones was going to end up playing a bit longer. So it is helpful for all things like that. And as you said, just a shame that you managed to pick up a couple of injuries. Yeah,
and Kyton's, in his willingness to get back, he's tried to tackle and he's sort of just twisted his knee a little bit as well. So Tom Richards has only got a dead leg, but he's had that in the week, so we just looked after him. What you don't want to do is risk people. That's why I took Eddie off actually, because he had a little bit of a glute, but fair play to him. You see the characters already. He said, I'll go back on instead of playing with 10. I was quite happy to play with 10 men. What we haven't got is an abundance at the moment of numbers. Ideally, I would like to have played 2 11s, but I just don't want to take in players on trial for the sake of it. They're here for a purpose and here for a reason. But we'll go to Freem. There's a few still missing. Obviously, we've got George Downing who's in with us at the moment. He's got a tight quad, might be all right for Tuesday. Jack Batten's getting better all the time. But I don't want to rush him back in as well. So, yeah, there's a few to come back into it. I'm still looking to sign a couple as well. So it's not a finished article by no means. But as you say, it's a fantastic habit to be in already, get a winning start and score so many goals.
Yeah, a few youngsters out there. You had to have 2 replacement goalkeepers because Ryan Clark's out at the moment. And a decent goal as well for Jaden Nilsson. What's he been like? I've
been great, yeah. Listen, we've taken in Jordan Williams from Yate. He's been at Yate last year. Jaden's been playing at Bristol Manor Farm. I see him playing at Clevedon just after lockdown when they started to play some games. They've been great. It's an opportunity for them. It's an opportunity for them to come in, show what they can do. The level is there's a big void in the levels, as we know, from Southern League up until our level. But they'll be given every opportunity through pre-season. They'll be given game time. I might have another one in on Tuesday to play as well. But we need to add to the squad, and they know that as well. So there is something for them. It's not the fact they're in here just to make up numbers. We're not that type of team. So we want to take in quality if we can. He scored a wonderful goal. Jordan put a wonderful cross in for Cody's header, which Alex Fletcher's on the move and scored. So they've all contributed in the game. So when the level goes up, that's when you'll start to notice them. These games are done for a reason. They start us off nice and easy. They're different challenges in their own right. But when you start hitting the games like Cardiff City, obviously, and Gloucester and Hereford, Swansea 23s away, we need to be close to what we're going to go with. So, at this present moment in time, we can nothing but happy. We'll make sure we'll try and get those bodies back on the training ground, if not ready for Tuesday. And then approach the next game at Freem, which will be a tough one on Tuesday night.